Okay, so now that I've completed filling all the spaces here, I'm going to continue with alternating knots. So to do that, I will take 2 from this side and 2 from this other side and make a knot here like we did at the top. So while you are doing this, be sure to pull your ropes to make sure they're firm. If it's loose, the bag will not have a good shape at all. So I move over to the next side. Make sure your ropes don't get in the way to avoid making mistakes. You take 2 from this side, 2 from this other side again, and repeat the procedure. So like this. Move to the next side. Be sure to pick the right ropes. You can also tighten the upper one if need be. So you make another knot here. So I have finished the line of alternating knots. I'm going to do another one because it's going to come down here. So I will just repeat the same process. Take 2 from each side. So making 4 ropes. You will notice that as we continue, it's going to be getting thinner and we'll have 2 ropes left at the edges. That's where we are going to attach the other crown knots as we progress. So we'll continue the process. 2 from each side, being careful that I pick the correct ropes. 2 here, 2 here. So I will do the same thing here again. 2 from this side, 2 from this side. Tighten up this one. And then take the required cords. And I'll make another knot here. And make sure it's firm. So move to the next side. Repeat the same thing. Make a knot. So as you can see, this is kind of getting slants. Here the ropes are reducing. So because this is going to go down, I have 4, 2 here, 2 here. I'm going to take these 2 and make another knot like this one. So to do this, you can start from the right or the left. I prefer to start from the right. So you take these 2 here and these 2 here. These ones will be the ones in the middle. You put this one on top of the ones in the middle here, and then you bring out. But you won't pull so much like this so that it will not get squeezed here. You give allowance. And then you come to this side. And make sure there's allowance. So while pulling, you won't pull the second one too much like this so that there will be enough space. So if you look at it now, you see that it's even to these ones here. I'll go to the other side and do the same thing. Still starting from the left with these ones in the middle. Like this. Like I said, you give allowance, you won't pull too much. do it again. And you don't pull the rope too much, just a little to keep it secure. So we all see that they are on the same line now. I will still make another line of alternating knots till we get to a point where I want it to be. So we repeat the process again, 2 from this side, 2 from this side. You make a knot. You go to the other side and do the same thing. Alright, so I have done 2 steps for the alternating knots. That's 3 actually. 1, 2, 3. So for the next stage, I'm going to be joining other ropes to this side, other crown knots. So I'm going to merge these crowns, these 3 together, and attach them to this side. So to merge these 2, we have 4 for each crown. Take 2 from each side and make a knot, like I did with the one up. Okay, when I've done that, I told you that the arrangement was going to be 3-1. So I will add another one, 2, 2, as I said earlier, from each side. We make a knot. So at this stage, you have to be very careful to make sure you don't pick the wrong ropes. So if you look at it now, I have 2 knots here, one at this side and one at this side. To make sure that this thing stays secure, I'm going to take 2 from this side and 2 from this side. So when we are doing this, the reality is just to pick ropes that are facing each other, 2, 2. And make sure you don't pick the wrong rope so that the work doesn't get muddled up. So I have 3 crown knots here. I'm going to attach it to this one. So to do that, I will take the 2 from the beginning, the very first. I won't take these 2 or this one here. This one, first 2 cords, the first one at this side. And make sure you make no mistake. And then you make a knot like I've done here. So you make a knot here. You make sure it's very firm and secure so that it won't loose. At the same time, you are not going to pull it too much so as not to wreck what we have already done here. Just make sure it's tight enough. So now that I've successfully attached it, I will make square knot here too. Attach here. So 2, 2. So I'm going to continue like that till I go round. So as we can see, this place is a bit uneven, so I'll make more knots to even this side out. I'll also do what I've done here for this other side.